The truth nobody likes to admit is this. Most people don't choose growth. They are dragged into it. No one wakes up one day excited to tear themselves apart and rebuild from nothing. Growth doesn't begin with motivation. It begins with loss. It begins the day your world collapses in ways you didn't expect and couldn't control. It starts when the person you trusted walks away, when the job you depended on disappears overnight, when the people you showed up for suddenly go silent when you need them most. That moment hits hard. The noise fades. Your phone stops lighting up. The room feels empty in a way you've never felt before. And that's when it hits you. It's just you now. No safety net. No audience. No backup plan. Just you and whatever strength you can dig up from within. That is the moment the old version of you dies. And the new version faces a brutal choice. Collapse under the weight or rise from it. This is the part nobody romanticizes about being alone. When life is comfortable, people are everywhere. Calls get answered. Plans get made. Support feels endless. But struggle is a filter. When you're confused, when you're hurting, when you're broke or lost, watch who disappears. Some people love your laughter but can't handle your pain. Some people value you when you're useful, but vanish when you're vulnerable. And here's the truth. Being alone is not always something you choose. Sometimes life removes people so you can finally see clearly. At first, the silence is unbearable. It's loud. It replays every mistake you've ever made, every conversation you wish you handled differently, every version of the future you believed in but never reached. You scroll through memories you should have let go of. You grieve people who are still alive. You mourn a life that never came true. But slowly, very slowly, that silence shifts. It stops feeling like punishment and starts becoming space. Space to breathe. Space to heal. Space to rebuild without pretending you're okay. That's where real growth begins. Nobody prepares you for how painful growth actually is. Outgrowing people hurts. Outgrowing your old life hurts. Outgrowing the version of yourself that accepted less than you deserved hurts. You'll miss people who were bad for you. You'll crave environments that drained you. You'll still love people you had to walk away from. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Strength isn't numbness. Strength is feeling everything and choosing better anyway. Think back for a moment. There was a time you were younger, lost, scared, waiting for someone to save you. Someone to say, "It's okay. I've got you." But nobody came. And that pain, that emptiness, you weren't meant to drown in it. You were meant to become the person you were waiting for. Now it's your turn. You become the anchor. You become the voice of reason. You become the protector of your peace. That is growth. That is adulthood. Growth isn't motivational quotes or captions. It doesn't look good on social media. Real growth looks like deleting numbers you once begged for. Choosing sleep over escapism. Taking responsibility instead of blaming your past. Stopping the chase for people and chasing progress instead. It's lonely. It's boring. It's exhausting. But one day, you look in the mirror and don't recognize yourself. Not because you're lost, but because you're finally found. No one applauds discipline. No one celebrates your quiet routines. No one cheers while you heal in silence. Growth looks repetitive. It feels ordinary. But that repetition, that's how lives are transformed. You stop negotiating with excuses. You stop waiting to feel motivated. You do the work because it needs to be done. And slowly, life begins to respect you. Being alone doesn't mean you're cold. It means you stop settling. No more half love. No more half effort. No more half respect. You stop begging for attention and start attracting respect. You stop chasing and start choosing. Eventually, you enjoy your own company. You laugh alone. You have deeper conversations with yourself than the shallow ones you once tolerated. And one day, you realize, I'm not lonely. I'm finally with someone who treats me right. Me. Then a day comes, always does. You wake up. You stretch. You breathe. And something feels different. You don't miss the chaos anymore. You don't crave the noise. You feel calm not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. So stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start saying, this built me. That's the quiet victory of growing alone. Listen carefully. You weren't abandoned. You were redirected. You weren't broken. You were being rebuilt. Being alone was never your punishment. It was your awakening. Because when you learn to stand alone, you become someone who never begs to be chosen. You choose yourself. And from that moment forward, every friendship, every opportunity, every relationship, meets a whole person, not someone searching to be saved. If this message feels personal, say it. I choose growth. I choose myself. Say it like a promise. Say it like this is your turning point. Because the truth about being alone is simple. You walked into it uncertain, but you will walk out of it unbreakable.